Hello everybody and welcome back for another video review. Today I'm going to be talking about Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now this is a Tom Clancy game and it's been out for a while now. When it was first released it was of the single player variety. I don't believe, as far as I can recall, or at least at the time, I didn't know that there was any PvP or any sort of multiplayer of any kind due for the game. So I was quite content with the single player side of things. I didn't really spend much time playing it. A lot of games came out at that time and I got stuck into them. I think Titanfall 2 came out not long after as well. I got smashed into that. So with all the updates it's had and with the new content it's had, I've decided to go back to it and have a look, and I fell in love with it again. It's hard to put this game down, I think, once you start playing it, and I will explain why now. So obviously the first thing you can see is the graphics. It's a very, very graphic strong game. That I think they've put a lot of time and effort into the detail on the graphics, and I think that's its main selling point really, is its graphics. I mean, it's got great gameplay. I think the story on it is really, really good. You're fighting a cartel in a different country. I think it's worthwhile. If you're going to play this game, go through the beginning bit and have a look yourself. It's quite cleverly done. Now it is a Tom Clancy game. It's got some elements, I think, from Far Cry. I think it's played like that. I think it's got the open world like that. You've got your weapon choices, etc, etc, but it's got also a Tom Clancy game feel. However, it's not as restrictive as most of the Tom Clancy games that I've played in the past have been. Now, for those of you who have been around some time and have played games for quite a while, you remember Raven Shield and Athena Sword. They were the first two Tom Clancy games I played, and by God, did I play a lot of that. I ended up playing competitively. So Tom Clancy games to me are quite close to heart. I've always enjoyed them, and I have not been let down by this game. And as you can see, it's got plenty to do. It's got plenty of weaponry, plenty of customization. You are in a team of 4, and the other 3 players in your team can be cooperative, so you can do the co-op game. Now, when I did say it's not had a multiplayer, there has been multiplayer. That is not quite true. It's been co-op multiplayer, but no PvP side of things. So yeah, so that's basically a single player in a nutshell. And as you can see from this bit of footage here now, this gives you an idea of who you're facing, and the kind of open kind of options you've got in the game. Obviously there's a lot of bosses to kill there. Each boss represents a kind of an area. Loads to do, plenty of opportunities to play it. However, I'm going to go on to the PvP side of things now, which is where I really wanted to spend most of my discussion with, because this is what's made me fall back in love with it. Same graphics as you've got in the single player, definitely not been let down there. And it just looks brilliant for a game. I think they've put a lot of time and effort into it. I must say, I am quite impressed with Ubisoft's latest games, including, when I say latest, obviously I'm going back some time with this, and Division, which I have been looking at doing as well at the moment. The graphics on them have not let me down. I think a lot of the games coming out now, the graphics are quite heavy, but it's just, it doesn't feel fake in this game. And with your customization, you blend in really well with the background when you've got ghillie suits on. The ghillie suits aren't just locked to your sniper classes. You can have them on all of your classes. And I think with it having all these abilities you've had on single player, to now bring them into the multiplayer side of things, like here where I've got the mortar drone, mortar class, so you can launch a mortar attack. Your sniper classes, your marksman classes of all sorts. You've got your scout classes. It's just, there's just a brilliant option in multiplayer that they've brought along from the single player. It is 4v4. So there isn't really much else involved in it, but I think that's perfect. I think the maps are the right sized. I think you've got an opportunity to enjoy the game fully on a 4v4. It's not your Call of Duty style game, so this is probably going to be more along the lines of your Battlefield players, your Far Cry players, and various kind of games like that I'd say if you're into them, then this is definitely one to play. If you've played any Tom Clancy games, you need to play this if you haven't already. Obviously, I bear in mind it has been out for quite some time now, but there's been a lot added to it recently. So if you've put it down, thinking to yourself, oh, I'm done with this game now, get it picked back up, give it a try, and see what you think about the multiplayer. Most of your classes unlock quite quickly, and surprisingly you get some very powerful weaponry at the start. I thought it'd be quite a while until I got anything decent. This sniper rifle is probably one of the first classes you get, and it passes through things. It's brilliant weapon, and apart from, I think the only one that I was disappointed with was the mortar class bomb. It's just terrible, but there are options to unlock other weaponry, which is brilliant. So yeah, so definitely you need to definitely play this game again, or play this game full stop if you haven't already done so. I think I spent most of my time at the moment as this marksman class, which you can see in the footage at the moment. It's certainly my favourite at the moment. You have the feel as a marksman, you get your ghillie suit on, you get your high powered weapon, and it's very accurate. But there are plenty of other classes to try out and play. So, should you play it? Yes, you should. And I will bring you more footage about this game as well. I'll look into some more of the single player, the co-op. I'll show you how the co-op acts and how your teams act as well. And I'll bring you some more multiplayer in as well. However, for now, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to give it a bit of an 8 out of 10. There's always room for improvement on most games, but if you want to see some more videos on this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me a comment if you want anything specific or anything like that. Always leave a comment in. I will get back to you. I always do. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. And make sure you catch up with me on Twitter as well. Thank you very much, everybody, and take care.